I'm so fresh, I'm so clean. Handsome is what the
It's like with the conversation that we had on episode 2, where it was like, he gonna live in LA. I don't want to live in LA.
I'm gonna live my life
That's too
so
much for me.
fucking lavishly, bro. Like so fucking lavishly.
And that's just
Fuck
me.
you
I don't want to bring
mean,
no
bro.
attention to myself.
All
I'm
the
cool
attention in
with
the world
that.
can be brought to me. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna still live that hoe one day at a time. I don't know. I can, if anything, bro. I get it like this. Y'all know how Tyler the Creator is, right? He do his own thing. He live his own world, bro. Like he literally is his own personality.
A man who goes by the phrase "no fucks given."
No fucks given, bro. He does not care. That man right there is one of the coolest niggas I know, bro. He made his own clothing brand. He wears what he wants to wear. It's down, whatever. But he living his life lavishly. You know how many cars this nigga has, bro?
Too fucking many to drive in 1 week.
This nigga here is rolling on wheels.
And
that his house is so hard. It's like, I want that. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get them houses, them cars. I'm gonna live my life lavishly, bro.
And I've been told before, like, a lot of my shit is just either it's weird or it's just like I don't fit in with the generation, or it's never, for me, I've never heard a positive thing about the way I operate. Because a lot of that to me is just, I wouldn't say it's
Excessive.
stupid, but it's
Excessive.
a lot of extra stuff that I feel people don't need like that.
See, I'm at the perfect middle
Like
ground
what?
between the both of y'all.
I don't think a mansion does anything.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, you got this big house that's worth all this, but nobody think. I understand that our community doesn't talk about financials and stuff as far as taxes and all that kind of stuff. But I thought about that in high school, and that was only because I knew like the career fit I wanted to go before I even thought about doing music was, okay, if I want to max out my money, I need to go places where taxes do not hurt me, where I can actually maximize my money. Quickly, I knew Colorado, Arizona, Texas, Florida, and maybe Georgia. Everything else is like too small of a city, too small of a state. And then New York and Cali were instantly out the picture because New York's taxes is high as hell, and you can get an apartment for, I think, like $1,500. That's a box.
Yeah.
No.
Cali is the
More than
same
that.
way. You hear a lot of them people, but Cali is for people who, if you really gonna grind like that, I guess, or if you really trying to just be a star. California
You
to
don't
me
have
screams.
you don't have to go to Cali to be a star, bro.
California,
You really can go to Cali just to live. It's LA.
but a
what you're talking about.
Cali to me, specifically LA, since we gonna
Yeah,
get
'cause-
specific. LA
Think,
specifically,
Sacramento.
You gonna have
a
a good job.
lot of people there are very, I wouldn't say stubborn. I would just say they're very self-centered.
more on the bullheaded side of life.
And to me, I can't mess with you like that. I get the whole. I've heard people, like I said, I've told people, I've heard YouTube people be like, if you can live in Cali, then you can retire anywhere else. Well, yeah, because your taxes is really high. Of course, if I was born and raised in Cali, of course I'm gonna want to make more money. It's obvious where I'm staying at. In the city, it's all about you as an individual as well. If I put you in California, but you as an individual don't have no type of motor anyway to get money, you gonna struggle. You gonna struggle if I put you in fucking Wyoming because you have no motivation to do it. Versus if you put somebody who is motivated and they grew up in Miami, they still motivated to get the money regardless of the fact of how taxes work or anything. You can put them in Cali, they still gonna figure out a way to make it work. So living in LA, Cali, and all that stuff has nothing to do with that. As you can make it here, you can retire anywhere. No, if you can make it in Houston, you can retire in California. You just have to understand how to get it. Like, I admire Tyler Creator as far as the business act part of it, because he understood, if I want to live in a house like this with all this stuff, I want all these cars, I can't just be an artist. I gotta make other ways of income.
Well, he also said that he doesn't really even like to rap like that.
Yeah, rapping was
He said-
a side profession.
he said,
but even still,
Yeah, he said he likes to
regardless, it's
venture
like-
out. Plus, he doesn't even want to be a rapper anymore. He wants to be a singer, but he can't sing. So you see how he's working around it, right? Hope y'all checked into that Cherry Bomb album and that Flower Boy album and the Eagle.
I hope
he
he
was
gets you
singing
promotional
a lot.
credits on this.
I hope he does too.
Like-
Tyler, what's good, bro? Like,
Right, that's
yo,
a check. If
Please,
he's promoting,
bro. Like, what the fuck? Hey, Tyler, where's the next album, bro? I am
But
waiting. Hey,
that's-
you don't even need one.
that's
I'll
like
buy
a
your
whole
merch.
conversation. Like,
Bro,
think about it from this aspect. I am somebody who has, from my sophomore year of high school, you could say this, we can
love
add
that
niggas
guy.
to the
Love that
company
guy.
that's from the company to come on here and say something. They can tell you, I'm the first person that brought up to everybody property, where to buy property, how much it costs, talk to you about building a house, how much it costs to actually build a house versus buying something.
I will say he did bring that up to me in high school. It was like
The
it
difference
was
between
junior-
buying a used car and a new car, how
it
much
was-
the
it
how
was
much the price
junior.
cuts when you drive a brand new car right off the lot.
It was junior year. He brought that shit up to me. I remember that. Yes, sir. Miss Gelner's class,
I've-
7th period.
I've made a whole list of my cars and everything I want done to them, and none of them cost more. I think maybe one of my trucks cost close to $60,000.
That's what I
like,
will say
that's
about this man.
after-
That's after everything.
Okay,
This man is very cost efficient. He is very cost efficient. See me, I am very non-cost efficient.
And for,
I'm
You a
for-
new age Julius.
I-
That's who you are.
and for me, when I talked about that, even to this day, if I talk about it, that's clever.
He funny in a bitch. Oh my god.
Bro, I'm with him.
But even to this day, when I talk about it, people be like, bro, why you think about all that? Just get a Lambo. If somebody give me this money, I'm gonna buy a Lambo. Why you buying a Lambo? You realize how much it costs just to change a headlight?
I feel attacked. I feel attacked.
I want a Ferrari. Okay, but a
Yeah.
Ferrari costs a lot to get fixed. And those cars specifically have to go back to that dealership.
Hey, guess what? I'm rich.
You can't just
It
take
don't
it to
matter.
no off-brand mechanic or mechanic that knows how to work because they don't know how that shit works.
Okay, send that motherfucker back overseas. I'm gonna drive my Lamb while the Ferrari's in the shop.
And that's just me. I don't see the point of that. I was just telling a little girl yesterday, she was talking about, should I get a range? I'm like, why would you get a range when you can get a Chevy or a Ford, something?
She doesn't like those, bro. You get what you
And
like.
I get that from a girl's perspective. I get that they like, the fans
Aesthetics.
aesthetic things.
Okay,
that
but
look
a
good.
guy can't like that shit.
A guy
either?
can get it too, but a lot of what I say in general for both genders is you have to be smart with your money because we the same people
Bro, they're
that
cars.
complain about our community, especially black community.
How we struggling as a whole.
Exactly.
Okay, but look,
So,
I get where you going about the car thing, but here's my
I'm
counter
a
argument.
weigh in on this when he finished.
This is my counter argument to that. So, yes, I can understand what you say is the not need for like a Lambo or for Bugatti or shit like that or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
okay, let's say that's not your car that you drive on a day-to-day basis, but you have that car for like, let's say you want to go to like a runway show or a red carpet event. You want to pull up in like something basic that's been tricked out.
and my rebuttal is I'm not talking about you getting the car. I'm talking about the fact, did you get the car because you have the financial ability to buy that car and it's not a dent and it does not affect you long term, or did you get the car because it's something that you wanted and you didn't even care or think about the effects
No,
of your bank account?
No. I
Because
completely understand it.
most people just get it.
No,
They
no,
don't
no.
think about, oh shit, this car gonna cost me about, like, let's say a Lambo. A Lambo costs you about, cause I seen a YouTuber who got an old one, a 2013 Lamborghini Aventador,
Aventador.
whatever.
Aventador.
Aventador.
Thank you. Say that motherfucker
Uh,
right.
And I think he said the car payments on it each month were
This nigga make payments.
about because he got approved. You got to get approved first, which is a lie. But I think his monthly payment on the car is like 40 to 50,000 on a Lambo, and it's an old one. It's not like it's brand new.
How much is the full price?
He didn't say that. I'm pretty sure he didn't.
Another
want to say
thing
that.
is, it's about the year. Like, how many years are you paying? Some people literally like to pay their shit off quick than a bitch.
But even still, it's like
Because if it's a 2013, it's no more than 500,000 unless it's been it's stuff done to it, and unless it has super low mileage.
it had low mileage.
If
I
it's
know that one.
if it's under 20, if it's 2013 or under, it's not. It shouldn't be like too high, but it's going to be like 5 something.
But again, my whole thing is okay. If that's for an old one, what's a brand new
that's
one?
not too new. But a brand new one, you get that whole shit. It's gonna run you close to $1 million, maybe more, definitely more.
And that's and
Oh yeah, you coming off some
then
mills, my boy. What
I
the
would
fuck?
recommend a lot of people look up this YouTuber Graham Stephan because he talks a lot about how it is to live in L.A.
He breaks it down.
It's very expensive if you plan on living in LA. And most people now want to live in LA, New York, or Atlanta, or Miami. None of y'all research it though.
Cause who gives a fuck?
You just do it. And then when you get out there, you realize, oh shit, you're not just paying for, because LA, the people think because Texas doesn't charge taxes, state income tax, that you're good. They still charge you on property tax. That's how they make it up. So just because you live in Texas, I understand, okay, if I buy this property, what's probably better? If I pay off the property and I just buy it fully paid in cash, or I make small payments on the property. It's probably better if I pay it off because I can fully control the property value of that actual land. And if I want to sell it, I can sell it for how much I'm seeing the land around me grow. That's the only thing that's better about states like that. And if I have to pay taxes on it, it's not going to be as much. And I have a house on there, so I'm already going to be paying a mortgage.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. My dream house is gonna be built in Texas. Like, I don't give a damn. Like,
I've already told people I want a regular 2-story house. But when I say regular 2-story, I get that, but I don't want to have our editor to put in the whole imagery of the house exactly.
Boop, here's the house.
But
here's my house.
But if anybody came on the show and any of y'all ever just hit up and y'all want to actually talk, ask some advice, please, so we can answer some of them.
Definitely ask advice.
We're gonna do an advice column in the last 20 minutes.
You feel me?
We're gonna do an advice column in like the last 15 minutes of our podcast for now in future episodes. But my house, I think I've shown you. I've actually drawn the outline of the house, and I've made edits to an actual imagery that an actual developer put up on his site. And I put 4 bedrooms on the top, a bedroom on the bottom, and the place I want to live, I can have a basement. That's another thing people don't think about. And now I have that extra little area to put my stuff. If I want to put an in-house studio, right there. If I want to put a little gaming room where I can have a little gaming chair and my little PC all lined up, that I can do that. No, see, a lot of people don't think about that. And like me and him talk about it all the time, even though me and him is not really arguing.
We are literally the polar opposite, bro.
But when I talk to him about it, I be like, bro, Jaycee, I know you want this big ass mansion, but dude, that's not gonna fit well with tax and everything. You know, as an artist, you gotta pay this. And he be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to live in Cali. I just want to do the Cali. I just want to be out there and say, "Ooh, I live in California,
I live in
LA."
Fucking LA. Fuck is you talking about? All right, look. Matter of fact, let me give my rundown because look. You gonna stop talking down on niggas that want Lambos,
Before we do
bro.
that, Ross, where did you want to live?
Facts.
Texas. I'm a Texas man, true and true.
Where exactly?
Like, okay.
Did you want to stay in Houston? Because that's another thing me and him talked about. That's the reason why he wants to go to Cali. That's why I'm not mad at that too much. I'm just mad at the house I did.
Where
But
I want to stay.
moving out of
it's like-
Texas and Houston specifically is
He just don't like the fact that I want this fat ass house.
yeah.
Think about more so like dead smack in the middle of Houston and Austin. Like dead smack in the middle.
That's country.
Not even just country. Like that is literally your middle ground. You have a big ass circle surrounding you that splits into 3 other circles. You have your completely country circle that's right around it. Then you have your mix between country and city, and then you got all city around. That way, I am literally in between everything Texas has to offer.
But a lot of that is research. I mean, even mine, I tell people all the time, I'm like 20, 21 minutes from the city. I'm not going to give up my city exactly where I want to live. But That's 21 minutes from the city. I'm a good little drive from H-Town. That's when you research, and it kind of depends on who you are. Me, I'm a very land person. I know I wanted that. That was something I want. If you want to build on land, then you got to research, is there even land in that area?
Facts.
Because some land is
It's
for sale,
unlivable.
but then you got to actually go out there and look at it. Is that land even good to build on?
Some of it's not even livable. Like, it's like
So-
somewhere you should build a power plant and then go from there. But they trying to sell it as retail property value. It ain't gonna work.
And that's why I say it. A lot of that. I'm talking. I mean, I get on him about one big mansion, but I'm talking about building 2 houses, and I want the third one is a company house that we all trying to go in on. We just haven't figured out a location.
Now let me
But-
say this.
I'm being smart with it though.
Let me say this. The place where I live could change depending on land. Everyone knows I want to live in California, LA. That's just where I want to be. If there's no land for me to build on, because I do want me some spot. I want a land.
A good little portion.
If I do want my portion, if
Mhm.
there's none for me to build on, then I gotta go. My second option would be Texas.
Well, I can tell you right now, Mr. Organic, another dude on YouTube. All the houses that he looked at in LA, the land comes with that house. Unless you plan on saying,
I just
I'm gonna
want-
tear down this old house that somebody else from the 80s built here,
Most definitely gonna do that.
and you want to tear all that down, that's gonna take you a year, possibly a year and a half, because that depends on what is your design.
That's what I'm trying to. All right, that's where this is about to come in.
That's a lot of
I
time to not really live in a house.
I'm
that
going
you
to
bought.
make sure I have so much money to where none of that what you're saying matters to me. None of
I'm
that's
really
going to
siding
matter
with
to
him
me.
because, like, I want to be able to build my house
The way I want that motherfucker
and then
to look.
still be like,
And still be so rich that this shit didn't even put a dent in my pocket.
not even just that. Like,
But
that
you
was
still
a
you still have
dollar
to be
compared to
strategic
what my
about it, though.
pocket looks like.
no, I get this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I want to be able to be somewhere where I'm 100% stable and have at least 95% breathing room. So that way, when I start building my house, I can move in seemingly flawlessly.
Well, how much money do you think you're gonna need to build your house?
The house I want to build,
And
It
I'm
would-
only talking about building it.
it
So
would
imagine
it
how
would-
much it costs to put stuff in it.
Oh no, of course.
See,
It would look like $1 million home just because of how it's architecturally structured. But in essential cost, I would probably pay no more than $65K to build a house. And that's really relatively
$65,000.
that's relatively
Is that what you
expensive.
meant? $65,000.
Yes. That's relatively expensive
You sure?
in Texas.
In the state of Texas,
That's relatively expensive to build a house from the
Depend-
ground up.
depending on your land, the land you're gonna spend, because no land, unless it's bad land, is gonna be super cheap. The cheapest land I've seen in the state of Texas, period, because I started my research everywhere, even in El Paso, the cheapest land you're gonna get is for 30 grand. The cheapest house is in Waco, which is like 114,000, but obviously that house is terrible condition. A good condition house in the state of Texas runs you up to about 220, 230.
Oh, see. That's with all extra. No.
What exactly extra are you thinking?
That's like you're hiring people to go and build your house. Like you're actually getting it done in a quote unquote professional standpoint to where it's accommodating with the state laws and city laws.
I mean, it kind of has to.
I mean, of course it has to, yes. But in a way, you can build a house off the grid, which is essentially what I want to do.
You can. I'm not saying that you can't, but I'm saying regardless of
The
just a
land-
1-story house and the land,
The land itself is going to be the most expensive part because the amount of land I want is exactly 3 square acres. Exactly.
that's not that expensive, but you're not
Exactly.
going to be able to get that without a community. That's literally how the state goes. I couldn't look up nothing that was less than 5 acres. That means the rest of that has to be, you have to be going in on community. That means you him, me, and like a couple, maybe like 20, 30 other people have to agree that we all gonna buy this land and just agree to a certain acre. You can't get nothing. As far as my research go, I might have to update it again, but I just did it. You can't look less than 5 acres. So that means regardless, you're going to have to suffer paying for the extra 2 acres, now figure out what you want to do with the extra 2 acres.
Hey, that really
It's
ain't
not
no thing.
bad, but I'm saying like, think money-wise. Now you paying $30,000 when if you just wanted the little 3 acres, that's not what, now you paying the extra fee for the property tax.
See, now
There's ways around that too.
This is where a mansion comes in great. This is where a mansion comes in great.
But see,
you got 3 acres. Imagine 3 acres. You got to get 5. You have to get the 5.
Most mansions go up to 10 to classify as a mansion.
No, they have dwindled it down now to where it's like called a renovated mansion.
But yeah, but I'm saying like most builders, when they build a mansion, most people want about 7, 8 rooms. You're not building that on a 2-story, so automatically it's a 1-story.
What?
Most mansions, especially architectures, unless you're gonna fly out and get somebody to come in, which is more difficult because now they got to figure out what it is your state stuff.
Wait, whoa. Number one, I will be living in a 3-story home, bro. 1, 2, 3.
Well, 3-story, you have to, when you think of a house, if you think of a 2-story house now, a regular 2-story house is your standard 4 bedrooms upstairs and the whole main floor. That's half an acre of a house. If you want a 3-story house, it has to be longer.
Okay.
So if I'm pretty sure what you don't want to have to deal with is the house be built long-wise. You probably would want it built, what is it? Not length, width-wise. So you're going to want it wider, which means you probably going to want your driveway to curve.
Indeed.
And if you're going to want it built like that.
With the gate around that bitch.
And probably knowing you've already said it, I think in one of the podcasts, you wanted a basketball court.
Yes, I am building a gymnasium.
If you want a full-size
right
court.
next to my shit. So I'm going to walk out my house, go straight to my gymnasium,
A full-size court. I think Shaq's full-size court even cost him like a couple, I think it cost him like $70,000.
That ain't shit.
No, have you ever seen, I think it was
compared
MTV
to a rich
Cribs.
nigga.
When they used to do all that MTV Cribs and all that, they go and break down rich people houses and shit. Shaq paid almost, if I remember correctly, this man paid almost $300,000 for all. That's not even for his house. That's for all the extra stuff that he did after he bought the house.
And that's
gonna be me like a hoe.
But Drake,
gonna be me
but
like
that's
a
a full court. Like and I'm pretty sure if you want, do you want a full court?
Yeah.
If you want a full court,
hey boy, I want everything. I want full court with the shooting machine.
Because then you want the logo to be done. You want the score.
Yeah.
A lot of that's a lot of money. And then they have to secure the roof. So that means now you're not paying for a regular roof. You're paying for a steel roof.
Yeah.
Steel roofs run in automatically over $60,000.
Yeah.
So he's just for building his roof and the court, you're already tapped out over maybe you're close to $300K.
Okay.
That's not even counting the property taxes that you're already paying.
Okay.
You getting charged. So,
okay.
At the end of the day, by the time you get done paying for everything and you put in appliances, kitchen materials, kitchen seasoning.
Oh yeah. Also, I will have. Wait. Oh wait. Also, I'm trying to debate. Should I get a basement room or like a room underneath, or should I just make that top floor my floor?
Depends on where you're living.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah.
Because state of Texas, the only way you can have a basement is if you live out of Houston.
Okay. What about in Cali? What about in LA?
No,
I don't think you can have one.
You can't.
I think you got to be more further north of Cali.
So
like San Francisco.
If I am in Cali, I will make that top floor my floor. If I am in Texas, I won't live inside of Houston, so I would just get the basement and make my shit hard. it would be like, if I was upstairs, it'd be an upstairs man cave. You know how hard that shit would be, bro?
Oh, I'm already knowing.
Oh my fucking God, bro. God damn.
But I'm just saying.
But that's the point when I'm trying to get to you.
He's probably
It
gonna
does-
run about $2 million on his house alone.
All on my house alone. And then you add, bro, all the extra shit, bro, I'm probably gonna run maybe about $4 million just shitting I'm living. Just
if
for
you
me
count
to-
cars, if you count his possible whatever he's gonna build on his top floor, a game or whatever it is, yeah, you looking probably about $4 million.
$4 million.
But that's just to finish everything. You're still not counting taxes. It depending on where you stay. I think California has a tsunami tax, just like Texas has a hurricane
No.
and a flood insurance that you have to pay
California got a lot more than that. They got wildfire. They got
for. Earthquake,
That's the big one
insurance.
right there.
all of that insurance. I've talked to my dad. The flood insurance is a lot, and you have to pay that just because that's required.
Yeah. Homeowners Association.
But that's the
Yeah.
part. So we gonna run that. So that $4 million runs up to what? What you think?
With insurance, I mean, you probably like $4 million tapping out at like $10K.
Okay, so
But that's not even counting. I'm not even counting the mortgage because the mortgage kind of rates on you're building a house. And the thing when you build a house, that first 3 years, your mortgage gonna be low. After that, they gonna see how much that house brings as value. If that house is worth resale value, even though you're still living there, and they look at it, its resale value is $6 million. They gonna charge you half of that. So you paying $3 million a year. Divide that into 12 months.
Yeah, that is tough. But
Here's my point on that though. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Like,
I get that,
I
but
love what I love.
a lot of my
bro.
thing is too,
And like,
which
once
is
you
another
have
thing
enough,
that we have different is I'm thinking longevity with kids.
my kid's gonna love that house. If you can't be my kid and you not like that house,
Because a lot of my
if you
shit
me,
is like, okay,
you don't like that motherfucker.
a lot of my stuff is, well, a lot of my stuff is
Hold
like,
Damn.
yeah.
a lot of my stuff, that was
Yeah.
facts.
Damn.
Okay, but look,
That's how-
all right. Before we end this out, and this is a little part of the discussion, let me ask y'all just one question, and I really want to know if you could put one set number right now to drop everything you doing and start your life over again, but not necessarily over, but from where you are in this day and age, this like starting day one all over again.
Mhm.
What would be the price for that for you to stop?
As far as
Stop my life?
like, what's the
you
number?
mean?
What's the
Wait,
money
whoa.
amount that would make me want to stop at this point?
What money? Like if somebody told you, I need you to give me a certain number so you can go and start your life all over again, what number would you?
Oh, like
You get rid of all attachments to everybody you know, everything else?
No. Of course not. It's more so like, okay, whatever job you have right now, whatever
Get out of
financial
that.
situation
Okay,
you have
yeah.
right now, all that is washed away. And you're thinking,
okay, so like everything's back
you
at
telling me
zero,
if nigga
and now
gonna
you
ask
start
me,
again from right
how
now.
much money will it take for you to quit your job right now? $1. A motherfucking dollar.
For
But
me,
this
I
is
would
also-
No, all right.
This would be also like, okay,
because you starting over, like literally job wise, you starting over as far as if you had a place or a car that you was paying on,
mhm,
that's now erased.
mhm.
Now that's a zero balance. Everything is going back to zero. So technically, you starting over as far as economically.
Exactly.
But as far as your personal life, knowing people and all that stuff, you still have that. For me to start over economically, shit, I'm gonna run it up.
You have to quit your job? Like, you got to find another job too? And go back to the same job?
I'm pretty sure if somebody's paying you to do that, they're like, you got to give it like a certain amount of time before you start looking for a job again.
Of course. Like, let's say,
Like,
I'll
let's say
give
they
you a
might say you
6-month
got to go
period.
2-3 weeks.
no, not even 6 months without a job. You just starting right here. Everything is nice. You finish everything. Like, there's no working on anything. You're just here for 6 months.
I'm pretty sure someone already done said, "Oh, give me $100 or give me a couple thousand." I'm saying you got to give me about $10 million.
Yeah, okay, somebody reading my mind here.
Hey,
That's the exact same number I was going with.
Wait. Multiply that times 10 and you got me.
10 million is good enough.
10.
10 million is good enough because
100 mils even better. Bro, there's no limit to what this nigga's going to give you. So why would you not go 100 mil?
I wouldn't go that far only because you're only starting over, and I'm pretty sure this person is trying to see where you at as a person.
No.
100 mil.
No. Like,
Because you gotta
$100
think-
million.
I'm pretty sure this person's coming up to you to ask.
Bro, this
question.
nigga ain't
He's
asking
going up
for
to
your
somebody
morals, nigga. Feel worried about this money.
I'm not trying to be. I ain't trying to be dirty.
Bro, what do you mean, bro? Fuck
I ain't
this.
gonna lie to you. It's really not even about dirty. It would be if you decide to go over 100.
That's what I'm saying. But
Bro, 100 mil.
10 mil is set because you can buy you a brand new car. You can definitely buy you a house, build it, and everything you
100
want.
mil. You can do whatever. You won't have to work again.
That's true, but I'm somebody. I still want to do what I would.
Bro,
course.
you still can
Understandable.
go, but you
But I'm
still
just-
have
that's what
money
I
set
still need-
aside.
But that is for,
What
for
the
me. I'm that
fuck?
person. I still need to
Look.
I still need that money.
Don't be
hustle to
quiet,
go
bro.
Let me,
get
let me
it.
put my little explanation
Y'all
on
got
this.
it.
'Cause
Y'all got it.
I know what you are. You're a type of person that, cool, you're giving me this, but it ain't gonna feel right unless I went out and got it myself. I understand it. Trust me, I completely understand it. That's why, like
You
I said,
acting like I won't like work either.
I'm
I'm
not
still
saying
do
that.
what I want to do in
I'm
life.
not saying
but like,
that, but for me, it's
$100
just
million.
he wouldn't want it to feel like
In
a
the
handicap.
comments, what would you do? You taking 10 mil or 100 mil? Which one are you doing?
to me, it's just like
You to feel like the 100 mil is too much of a handicap.
I've been handed money before.
I mean,
I'm not gonna put an amount on it.
some people would agree that way, but I wouldn't give a damn.
I wouldn't give a fuck.
It's just that for me, you're not telling me to erase my memory.
What?
Oh well,
So a lot of the shit I want to do is bigger than myself.
of course.
So I still can't do that with the 10 mil. The 10 mil helps out a lot of stuff inner wise.
Bro,
My family good.
what?
All that other stuff is straight. My personal stuff is straight.
Bro, so
But the
what you
stuff that's
choosing, bro?
outside of that is not enough.
You choosing 10 or 100?
Even 100 mil is not enough.
Somewhere gray area in between. I ain't even gonna catch.
I'm gonna all right. Let me give you a
Because
reason
think
why.
about it this way. You didn't even bring this up. Every year the dollar amount change.
It really do.
Y'all remember the conversation your parents tell you? Man, back then we had $2. I can get me about 2 soda pops and about 6 different candies.
How old
Hey.
is your people? What are you talking about?
Whatever,
Soda
whatever.
Pop.
But that's true.
Whoa, he's
You-
supposed to get 2 soda pops.
You know your
Making my
people.
people look young.
You know
Nah,
your
for
peoples
real.
be like, bro, I could get this with $20. A lot of this. Why can't y'all do that? And we be like, because $20 now barely gets you 2 meals.
Shit, $20 is
But,
literally
hey,
2 meals at
hey,
Whataburger.
hey,
Unless you get something off the dollar menu.
type shit.
But
Type
not
shit.
everybody want to do that. Some people be like, man, I need the salmon, I need my
I'm
lobster.
gonna
No
be
dollar
real
menu at
with you.
Whataburger.
Go to Whataburger, that is 2 meals.
Exactly.
That is 2, bro.
Like-
Get you a number 3, that's $10 right there. That's $10.
So,
All
For a
them all
triple
time.
so you gotta think about that. That 100 mil is worth 100 mil today. In 6 months, that 100 mil could only be worth about 50 mil.
Yeah.
Now,
Guess what? You
now-
still got $50 million fucking dollars.
but guess what? In 2 years, that 100 mil is now worth only 100.
Okay, and what that 10 mil gonna be worth?
Or it might not even be.
But that's why I'm multiplying the 10 mil. That's what I'm saying. For me, the 100 mil has nothing to change. Neither does 10 mil. But I'm gonna say 10 mil because I know that selfishly I can help what I need. But as far as moving from that day forward,
bro.
he said I couldn't get a job. He didn't say I couldn't just still do music, which also helps me branding wise.
Bro,
You got 6 months
Bro.
to wait.
$100 million.
I'm not gonna lie to you
I
though.
can get my mama whatever she need. I get
Man,
my
she
2
don't want all that.
grandmas
See-
whatever she need.
see-
My pops whatever. I get my whole family what they need.
Difference.
I get y'all niggas
But
whatever y'all need.
That's what
I get my
that's
homeboy.
what
I
I be
get
trying to
everybody
explain
whatever
to a
they
lot of
need.
people.
And
There's
like,
there's probably people watching this that are like, man, Cole, you trip.
you are tripping. What the fuck is you
but
on,
again-
bro? Like it's $100 million.
But again,
The
here's
fuck
the
is you
thing that
on?
everybody has to understand. Us three, we can talk like this because we all understand we still individuals.
Facts. But
That's what you have to understand. The individual that you with, there could be a girl watching and she with her nigga and her nigga like, man, I'll take 10 million. Yeah, that help me out right now.
she, the
But
fuck
I'ma
you taking
I'ma
10
grind.
million for? You better
You
take
better
that
take the
100.
100. And he like,
That shit funny as hell.
I'ma
though,
still
boy.
get my shit though. I'ma still grind. I'ma make that. People who pick the 100, most of them gonna probably be lazy anyway.
Nigga, suck my dick, nigga. I got $100 million. What you on? Give a fuck if I'm lazy, nigga. Kiss my dick. Like I got 100 mil.
But
I have 10 times what you got in your bank account, bro. Don't
But
talk to me. You're a pup. I am a dog.
I know
I am a
what
big boy.
I know what he
Look at
gonna
you
do with the
on,
100
bro.
mil. If I take away everything I know Jacoy probably gonna spend on it, I already know the business asset of it.
Bro, exactly. He know I'ma still go to work, bro.
So
He know I'ma still
I
get
know
active.
that from him. That's why I'm not tripping on it, right?
You know I'ma still
Right,
get
of
active.
course.
But
other people in the world, we're talking to people on YouTube.
All right.
Most of the people are not trying to grind like that.
Hey, well, look.
That's a very small
that's
percentage.
good for y'all, bro. If y'all want to lay on your ass, bro, do your thing, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But
That
I'm
$100
getting 100 million.
How
nigga.
you live. Get
Bro,
it how you
So
live.
that's why I'm not really arguing with him. I'm more just saying I'm more arguing with people, but he's the person who picked $100 million here.
All right, think about it though.
So I'm saying
Here's
that
another
$100 million ain't gonna be shit in
here's
probably
another-
2-3 years.
Here's another argument of mine. What you want to be? A 9-figure nigga or an 8-figure nigga? I'm a 9-figure nigga. So, bro, there's nothing no one can tell me if I got $100 million in my Chase
I'll turn the
account.
8-figure to
what they
10-figure.
say. I was about to say what they say. I'll take 10 figures for 900, Alex.
I'll turn that 8 to 10.
Bro, I'm about to turn that 9 to 11. What are you talking about? I'm about to turn that 9 to 11. You just get, bro, if a nigga gave you, bro, $100 million with the mindset that you already have, you're gonna be so fucking rich.
Fuck it.
Like, bro, you were a billionaire, bro. You were going to be a billionaire before you turn 30.
We'll continue this the
Bro,
next podcast.
if a nigga, bro, no, fuck that.
We
If a
gonna
nigga
cut
gave
it
you
off right now. We
$100
gonna cut it off right now. We gonna have to cut it off.
If a nigga gave you $100 million right now, bro, nigga could flip that to $1 billion
We're gonna have to cut
at
it
the
off.
end of this decade, bro. Y'all are tripping. It's $100 million.
I'm still taking it though.
What the fuck? Bro,
I didn't say I wouldn't
if
take
any
it. but I'm
nigga
just
want to
saying
give me $100
$10
million, you know I'm gonna take it and we gonna flip that. We gonna make it work. We gonna make something shake. I swear to God, bro. Y'all niggas wild, bro.
But-
wild.
If y'all want us the next
What is
podcast,
$100 million, bro? What the fuck?
if y'all want us the next podcast, we can go into more of the financials as far as a car, houses, states.
Yeah, if y'all want to talk about expensive things, talk to me.
We already
Besides
talk
clothes.
about that. It's just that some of y'all might look at this as that, bro, they arguing about this shit for real.
Or it's just niggas being niggas.
But it's a discussion
real
because
It's not really
conversation.
argument. It's just us talking about it. We gonna have our own minds about it at the end of the day.
Because regardless,
This nigga, if he want to take the 10 mil, why am I gonna get mad at him for taking $10 million? Who gives a fuck?
and
Who
regardless
are
to the
you to
fact,
be mad? It's somebody else's decision.
Nah, facts. Who gives a fuck?
and regardless to the fact of that, it's just we have this discussion. This is how my environment that I was brought up in made me be this type of person. Everybody's different.
I made myself into this kind of nigga.
Like,
$100
I've
million.
seen how my dad do money. I see how my mama do money. I seen the people, my cousins and all that stuff that go back to the same thing that we talked about. If Ross blow up one day and Ross' bank account now read like most of these NFL players who about to get drafted, they bank account all of a sudden gonna say a couple hundred to a couple thousand to millions. All your cousins gonna come out the woodworks. Hey, cuz, you remember that time I came to see? It's the same thing for all of this stuff.
Bro, that is going to be the funniest shit ever, bro. Cause like,
At that point, I'm gonna say life is crazy. Life is wild.
Cause I'm gonna tell you, I could tell you just a piece of what me and Jaycee talked about. He had said, when I make it, I'm gonna give people money so they can do it. So they can
yeah,
afford it.
I'm not gonna buy.
I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna give you some money. Like,
I'm
don't
not
do this
doing
shit just but cause like, bro, think about it.
And to these people, they probably like, why the fuck you not gonna? It had nothing to do with not helping. But if you listen to me correctly, I tell you, I have people around me that I've read for a couple of years now. I know them. It don't take me long to know who the fuck you is. I could tell what you gonna do with the money. I could tell what you're not gonna do. I know I got certain cousins. They gonna blow if I give them 10 racks. That 10 racks gonna be gone by the end of the week.
And my philosophy on it is he's worried about them blowing it. I don't give a fuck if you blow it.
It's not them blowing it. It's that I know once that money's gone, they know I have it. Cause I gave it to them the first time.
He just don't want them niggas running back.
They
to
gonna
him.
call your phone again and again and again. And when you don't do it, you will sell out.
No.
But that's the thing you worried about. I don't give a fuck if you call me a sellout, nigga.
I ain't worried about you calling me that, but I'm
I
just saying
ain't
that's how it
$100
always
million
goes.
dollar man.
Definition of a
Like,
sellout is somebody who doesn't give a damn.
But that's how
And
it always
turns
goes
their
around.
back.
That's how it always goes around. I'm not saying I'm not worried about you calling me out. Fuck you then. I don't give a damn. I did all this work anyway.
That's what he's saying. They're gonna end up calling him a sellout because they think he turned his back on them because he already gave them money, but he don't want to give them no more.
That's like these NFL players. These niggas be like, fuck it, I'm doing this for me. I was on the field. I did all the works early in the morning. I did all that work. Only person that probably helped me was my mama, if it was a single parent household, or my father and my mama, who were at every fucking game.
Shout out moms, man.
Grandma, grandpa. Other than that, the rest of you niggas don't deserve shit. A cousin, where were you at? If your uncle was there, if your cousin was there helping you, that's different.
Hey, my cousins.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Shout out all of my cousins. My cousins some real niggas.
If your cousin was on the field, in the studio with you, in the school, helping you with everything, okay, I understand why you helping that specific cousin. If you have a cousin that lived all the way, let's just say in fucking Ohio, you never met them. Every time you go up to Ohio to see family, they talking about how lavishly and rich you stay. Hey, let me hold $1. You know that cousin
Jenkins.
You know that cousin is like only gonna hit you up when you get
bro,
it.
And that's why look.
And people act like that's just not gonna happen.
This is what I do. When I get it, bro, I'm gonna give back to all. When I say all, I mean this shit. All of my family members. I'm gonna give them some of this, bro. Cause me personally, my family was there. My cousins was there. My aunties and uncles was there when I needed them. If I needed them for anything, I know I could call them. Half the time, not even half, 75% of the time, I didn't need you. So I really didn't call you. But I knew if I needed you, I could call you.
Right.
That's all I'm worried about. The fact that you had your door open for me is enough said that I will give you some of what I've grinded for. Now, it is only a one-time check signing. This is a one-time thing. I ain't doing this shit whenever you need it. I'm doing it as a gift. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime gift. Say I'm giving everybody $50K. What you do with that $50K ain't got shit to do with me.
Totally up to you.
If you blow that $50K in Vegas, your fault, not mine.
This is something I
That shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
This is why it's different for me. I went around.
Gatorade.
I asked my mom. First time, I asked her, what would you want if I get this amount of money?
That raid.
Buy me a G-Wagon. Okay, that's all she want. Wait about a year, ask her again, same time of year. What you want? Oh, just give me a Range Rover. Okay, that's less money on the car. Okay, but cool, just car. What you want? I asked her this year. What you want if I blow up this year? Just help me pay off my house. You ain't got to pay it all off. The difference over the year is just her understanding. I would rather you not blow majority of this money on something that's probably going to need work done to it in like 4 to 5 years. Versus I want to stay here. I don't want to move. I don't care for all that. Help me out with the mortgage. Just a little bit. She not even asking me to pay it off. Pay majority of it off to where she actually has the advantage now. My father just wants an RV. My sisters don't want shit.
Hey, because
and it's the people around you who either helped you or saw you go through shit. They don't ask for shit because they know what it took for you to get that. Most of those people don't really ask. That's why you see a lot of NFL players. The first thing they do is go get their mama something, get their family something, buy them a house, because they don't ever ask for it. You never went up to them and told them and asked them, "Hey, do you need that?" They just like, man, you were there, so you know what I went through. I have to do this for you. Versus for me, I could have done the same thing and just been like, "Mama, you see us, we struggle. Me and you got our own little struggle that we went through.
No,
Let me do that." My cousins, I tell them to their face, the ones in St. Louis, the ones that live here. I got cousins in Germany, cousins in Australia. All of them know straight up. Let's say I'm a big famous artist. I do blow up this year, and I make close to $500K out of the whole year. You're not gonna get a check from me. I've told them to their face. And my mentality is a St. Louis mentality. It's not even an H-Town mentality. My H-Town is swag, shoes. Okay, I care about that stuff. My whole grind and the way I operate as a person, mentally and financially, all this stuff, is St. Louis. I operate like I'm broke even if I got it.
I honestly think that's a lot of people if you can sit and think about it, but like, it's not a lot of people. Well, yeah, it is a lot of people out there who gonna flex in front.
And I tell my cousins all the time, just because St. Louis is your city, don't mean you gotta constrict yourself to the city. You got kids, and it's this me telling them, if one of y'all make it, y'all brothers sisters, it makes sense for y'all to do it. For you to pay me, I don't live here. Why are you helping me for?
See, he got half of my mentality.
I get the generation. I get it.
It's pieces in there that I can fuck with.
Yeah,
I get it, but it's like, you got it. I didn't help you with. I give you want to help out because I come to you with a business pitch, but that happens every year in our community. Somebody comes up to you, hey, cuz I got this business I think we should do. You invest into it, you lose money. Now the cousin just like, man, I'm sorry, cuz. And we always say the same stuff every time. But look, I'm not gonna make that mistake. But the thing is, you are though, because you're a human being.
But look,
you're going to.
But that goes right back to what I just said. Who gives a fuck? If he blew that hoe, he blew it.
But
it's not hurting you, it's hurting him.
What you're talking about is just signing a check and turning your head, and like it has nothing to do with me.
It ain't got nothing to do with me.
What I'm talking about is strictly
he came to ask you for the money, correct?
Like you're also investing with him because he's talking about a business. He's saying, hey, cuz you put up $60K, we gonna be able to roll. You gonna listen to the idea because it's family.
Okay.
You gonna be like, okay, then that works. But he tells you,
but
hey, you ain't gotta be there like that. I got it.
Blueprint. If that's another thing.
Most people
if it doesn't hinder me from doing what I'm already doing, why the fuck would I say no?
But that's the thing, like, that's even like with community stuff with the black community, how we talk about these athletes write their check to the Boys and Girls Club. They write a check. Do they really know where their money be going? Like, most of these athletes probably don't. They probably think, okay, it's going to the Boys and Girls Club, but you're trying to help the community, so-called. You got to know where the money's moving.
See, that's where the difference between me and you it comes at. You don't trust your people like that to do the right thing with the cash, do you not?
I do. I'm talking about in everything, when you write a check to something, only instance that is going from your skin tone, your same skin tone, to another person who's the same skin as you is in your family. Anything else that you write in a check, like to help out the community, if we wrote a check for $50K to help out HISD is gonna pick how much that $50K goes to Worthing.
That's what
and Yates.
But that's what I'm saying. But look, that's what I'm saying.
That's
what
I say about
I'm going to be involved in it. I'm gonna be at the.
But that's what I'm saying. When I write off my checks to my people, I'm not worried about them. I know them niggas gonna be straight. I know they're gonna do what they do.
You're worried about all the micromanaging inside. That's what you're worried about.
Because we gonna sit here.
It's understandable.
We gonna run the same lap every fucking year.
It's completely understandable.
That's just like I told somebody, which I wanted to touch on this, the Bryant girl who got shot. But that's like what I told somebody, when it comes to money and helping out our community, we always say the same shit. The school needs funding, all this stuff, but we want the athletes and all these rich people to write a check. Writing a check don't do shit if they don't actually be at the table talking about where the money going. If I want majority of that money to go to Worthing, because I know how Worthing's set up. I
graduated from Worthing.
I personally don't understand, why does Worthing have a gated fence around the whole fucking school like these kids are in prison?
They're not the only one. Trust me, they're not the only one.
They're definitely not the only one.
Why is it like that? Okay, since I'm writing this check to HISD, I'm gonna be there. And I get some people like, man, but I'm balancing all these other fundraisers. Understand what you really want to run. I understand exactly what I want. I just want to help the people out in St. Louis rebuild their house. I want to actually you have to actually talk to the community, understand what is actually needed. These kids they need better books upgraded. These books are from 2013. All right? They want me to pay for that.
You know what would be hard in some neighborhoods? A nice rec center. Like a decent rec center. You ever been to a neighborhood? You know how many neighborhoods niggas go to every day, bro? And they like, damn.
It should be a rec here.
It should be a rec here.
What a park at?
Or like what a park? Yeah, what a park at? What a basketball goes at? Or they go hoop at their friend house. They go hoop at their friend house. Imagine if you had like a whole rec center. You had the pool. hoop. You got a little playground. You got a little section. Like even for
Shout
the
out to EP.
for the little toddlers and shit. Like, bro, I'm telling you, if you had that in like neighborhoods, bro, kids would love that
But
shit, bro.
I want to hear you, Ross.
But like, moral of the story, basically, bro, it's like, don't spread yourself too thin when you get famous, bro. Like, don't try to be that advocate for everything. You gotta know what exactly it is you want to put your foot in, and then what exactly you want to put your foot on.
Because I thought I wanted to embrace breast cancer, but then I was like, why would I do that? I don't have a family member that's ever, so I don't even know the passion behind that. So I would just be writing a check for that.
Right.
Versus I understand, like I tell people all the time, you can question it, y'all could be some assholes. I'm really just saying fuck y'all today on YouTube. But I know for me, I've seen how the people in the city in St. Louis, and it's just me talking about St. Louis because I've never been to New York and all these other places to figure out how they grind. But the city of St. Louis, them people work 3-4 jobs, and they got 4-5 kids, and they trying to make sure that their kids don't get no game. Even the OGs, which are real OGs that see that you cool at football, they be like, hey, man, you won't be doing this. You know, you need to be at the school. You need to be at practice. By the time you get out of that, they be thinking that for you. By the time you get through all that shit, it's going to be 6 o'clock. You're going to be tired. So you're going to want to go home. You're going to want to go sleep. Okay, bet. You ain't going to be out here in these streets. And that's how it be. And I'm pretty sure if I go up there, and a lot of these people don't think about it, you have to talk to the community. If you just go in saying, they look like they need a brand new school, and you build them a brand new school, again, the city or the county can pick what are the restrictions on that school. They got to wear a uniform. You have to make this much money to be able to go to this school. Oh, and if you want to go to this school, you have to have a certain type of talent or test a certain high score. I'm not finna do that. If a school's there and it's fine, the only thing that some kids feel like, man, I feel like Miss Johnson don't really care about me getting educated. She just care about me just moving on up. She gonna pass me regardless. I remember one time I didn't even show up to a test. All of a sudden, I seen my report card. I had an A on that test.
You know, I say we save this for a later discussion because this is a very in-depth ass topic.
Yeah,
to go
we could definitely hit this the next one. That's why I was saying we could hit the everything. Cause like I told y'all the last podcast before this, if I open my full mind, I know that the government especially is gonna be terrified of that. I could tell you right now confidently, this is only 10% of how I think every day. That's why I'll openly tell y'all now, I went through my depression because it's hard for me to talk to even my own boys about this shit because I don't even know how far do you go. That's why I tell people all the time, if you can't move like me and every day understand that you have to better yourself mentally, physically, and you have to better yourself emotionally.
retweet.
Because you have to understand, we talked about it last podcast. This system, government, policing, all that stuff was not built for us. If you already know that, why the fuck are you worried about it working for you at any point? If you know that, why are you trying to make it work? The state of Texas is setting us up, me and you talked about, by legaling that you can carry a gun without a permit. They want
niggas are going to get shot.
They want you to go out there and tell that officer, I have my gun. Because if you don't, they're going to find it. Now they're going to pull the gun out anyway. It's not set up for you to win. You go to school, they teach you to remember shit until you get to college. Now they just expect all of us to know how to fucking do this. None of us know that shit.
Some of us weren't even taught it.
You have certain districts that are at a disadvantage. HISD is very disadvantaged. Most of those kids probably, TSU and Prairie View, they push the best kids throughout them schools. But guess what? It takes them years to get in them good positions where they can brag about the school. Your high lawyers and judges that I hear from TSU, most of them still live in Houston. That's not how, nobody promotes HBCUs because of that reasoning there too. Well, you still live here. I mean, yeah, you got a good job. It pays you good, but you still live in Houston. You ain't going nowhere. Where have you traveled? Oh, I've been to Mexico. I've been to UK. I've been to
Jamaica.
Some kids like, I'm pretty sure Jaycee like this because before we even talked about any of this, his traveling thing was a big deal. If you tell a kid who's like trying to see can I, from somebody from HISD, actually travel to Japan? Can I actually go to and afford to go to
Japan
Hawaii?
has been my favorite place.
Can I
to
actually
go
afford
since I
to
was
go to
like
Dubai?
14, bro.
How can I go to Dubai? I want to go back home to Africa and visit the motherland.
Looking at
Go to
How
H1 territory.
how can I do that? A lot of these people cannot tell you through HBCU because a lot of them stay where they're at. Howard people travel good because people promote Howard like it's Harvard. But why is Howard the only one that we want to promote? They not the standard. You got Spelman, you got Xavier, you got Morehouse, you got Clark Atlanta, more places that you can go to, but none of us talk about it. None of us really promote it. None of those people are in the positions that we want them in. And that's why I say, for me, I know I'm only at 10% of telling y'all everything.
as a TSU patron, as a TSU soon-to-be alumni in a couple years, I'm gonna travel this motherfucking world. I got me bent. I gotta be so fucking bent. It ain't, bro. When I get old and you ask me, where have you been? My only answer is going to be, where have I not been? Because I am literally going to touch probably close to every square inch of this motherfucking earth, bro. I got me so bent. There's only one place I will refuse to go. Australia.
And another thing,
They have huge spiders.
just to touch on,
I am afraid of spiders.
for all of our viewers out there on YouTube, if y'all think this is the only time we talk about this stuff, we talk about it all the time. But I'm pretty sure, because this happens every time when I leave a conversation with all my boys. Every time I leave a conversation with Jaycee, first thing he asks me when we get done, hey, bro, I noticed you mentioned that you only told me about 10% of probably what you know. What is the rest of the shit that you know? I can admire that because he's actually trying to understand what else do I want to talk about.
Yeah, I'm asking this nigga this shit when this shit's over with, by the
'Cause
way. What
we
is
gonna
this
have to
90%?
talk about this.
Like,
We gonna have
but
to
also
talk
we
about
understand running the podcast, you got to walk around certain eggshells. You can't just say anything you want.
it.
But we also like, man, but fuck that, we gonna say what we want.
I'm going to say what I want.
So I want y'all to understand there may be
Hey.
topics and questions that y'all want us to talk about. Like, we ain't gonna talk about no war. We ain't gonna talk about no political
The
shit.
government can come for me.
We ain't gonna do all that stuff.
Stone Cold
I wish y'all can ask us the questions of, are y'all Republican? I'm not gonna answer it because them political parties don't
One
even work
main
for
thing
us.
that I do know about this podcast, I refuse to go political on this hoe. I'm
definitely
good.
not doing
I am
that.
so good.
Ooh.
Y'all refuse.
know
I
what?
refuse
Like,
to
because
let a nigga catch
it's just
me
not
like
for us.
Nope.
Because
Nope.
if we think about it for our community, either side really doesn't help us regardless.
We're not benefiting from that.
Like, so asking me if I'm a Democrat or Republican doesn't really mean shit because, okay, is the Republican gonna help
Half
me?
the time, bro. The times that I have,
Democrat?
the times
No.
that, like the time that I have been able to vote for my president, bro. You're choosing out of like worse and worser, like terrible and just downright down bad, down horrendous, down catastrophic.
And no one in the comments better say anything about Barack Obama because everybody knows what that situation was.
Barack.
The House literally
Matter of fact, we ain't even gonna talk about it. That's getting in political.
It is, but
We're
I'm just
not gonna
saying.
talk about it, bro.
I know how y'all gonna be.
Leave
If y'all do
it
say in the
alone,
comments,
bro.
we're not gonna acknowledge it. But
I'm gonna say one thing and one thing only.
only thing that I would say for y'all, if y'all say
That's
anything in
all
the
I gotta
comments,
say. You
that
should
might
know
be
what
too
my
much.
standpoint is right off.
you're not
that.
gonna be getting my response. You might be getting
you
a
talking
Ross
about?
response. You might be getting a JC response.
And my
to y'all
response
comments.
is usually very, very, very vulgar, bro.
And we not gonna say our apologies for him going off on you. If he goes off on you, that's something that you
just gonna have
push.
to live with it.
You push
God,
that
I'm-
button.
Oh God, fuck is you talking about?
And
And
if
if you
you
want to see
unsu-
me, come see me then. Fuck nigga.
If you unsubscribe
Let
to
me
that,
go.
that's cool. But most of y'all love the drama, so y'all know this is gonna be drama. Y'all love to see people talk real shit. At least most of y'all say that. Apparently, most women like to probably listen to the shit that we gotta say because we talk about women too on here.
We love women.
We talk about the
Love
shit that niggas do to women. We talk about the shit that women do to men.
Shout
We
out
keep
niggas.
it. We keep it both sides.
Niggas and women
we-
ain't shit.
we-
both of these niggas.
We
ain't
not
shit. Both
we
of
not
them.
masculine
Fuck you
niggas. We
mean?
not
Fuck
feminine.
you
We
mean?
not feminine niggas. We'll give you both sides. We're not finna sit here and be like, man, these bitches ain't shit. Nah, we gonna say
These niggas ain't shit
some-
either.
So we gonna get that all in this podcast, and we give y'all a good episode 3 for sure, cause this is a long episode, and we drop some knowledge as far as allowing y'all to even understand
Who
what
we are as a person and how our business minds operate. Like we
That
let y'all
alone.
see into
Y'all
something
see
you ain't
how-
supposed to see.
Y'all see how expensive I am.
Bro, you
Damn,
got a
dude.
sneak peek of what's up in your
If
see
you're not
how
talking, if we're
frugal
talking
I am.
everything but clothes and what I'm wearing, I am a very expensive dude. I like expensive cars, expensive houses,
So-
expensive things.
like I said, we can definitely
Sure.
go into. We probably will another podcast because there is
We
some,
definitely will.
there's
Don't
some
have to touch
financial
that.
stuff that I really want to get to. We didn't even get to a lot of shit we really wanted to get into today.
Because
But
we just gotta lace y'all up on game. That's really all we here for. If you sit and think about it,
y'all gonna get a couple episodes that's
getting-
gonna be on game.
y'all getting free knowledge out here. You know how
I don't want nobody saying shit about us being young either. I'm 20 years old. I'll
Hey,
tell you
yeah,
to your face.
That's another thing. Niggas pay for seminars like this.
And we giving
We
out
giving
to
it
y'all
for free.
Like we just trying to help y'all.
And all you gotta do is press that subscribe button
And
that
the
like,
bell.
and the bell, my boy. You know what I'm saying? And share it to friends.
Yeah,
and
gotta share it to your friends. You know,
Share to friends.
Share
put the
it.
game on.
Sharing is
Put the
motherfucking
game
caring.
on.
You got a crew. They want to learn this shit too.
Sharing is caring, bro.
Put your teacher on game. She don't want to listen.
Hey,
You can't play
Hey,
basketball
you never know.
by
Hey,
yourself.
you
now.
never know.
Hey,
Hey, you never
hey.
know. Put your teacher on game.
Hey.
Look, you can't play basketball by yourself. You can't play football by yourself. So you got to put somebody on there with you. You know,
Yeah, Vic.
got to.
You gonna be driving. Sometimes you want to listen to a podcast. Might as well listen to us.
Hey, fuck
Hey,
it.
say, if you is on a road trip, pop the podcast on, bro. Like, yeah.
Hey, we good for shit.
You
and
act,
giggles
you
on
act
the
like
road.
we sound annoying or something, bro.
Bro,
Like,
we some niggas.
hey,
for
I'm gonna
shit
be
and
real
giggles
with you
on the
right
road.
now, bro. If you not listening, your girl listening. So like,
Somebody,
come on.
somebody you know. listen.
somebody you know popping in on
Shit.
us. So like, you could pop in first and be like, hey, I've been listening to them, bro. I've been on them, bro. You late.
But
You
that,
feel me?
like
and
I
that's
was
what you
real.
like.
like we've been saying
That's
from the
what you
first
want.
episode, when you check into this podcast, we gonna be real authentic. We forget that there is a camera here.
Hey, no bullshit. I don't even be looking at this motherfucker.
We be just talking.
I peek in on them sometimes.
It's,
You
it's
feel
every
me?
now and again. I
peek
peek over.
in.
I'm like, oh shit, okay, yeah. We
I
on
be
shit.
like, yeah,
But-
bro. You feel me?
But other than that, I mean, I'll literally be looking at y'all and I'm just talking strictly to y'all. And I'll notice like, damn, we got some mics in the way,
Fuck.
headphones.
Nah, cause you be trying to sit up, but then you also gotta keep the motherfucking mic by
I'm
your mouth.
saying,
So
like-
you gotta move the
Composure
mic with you
and
and shit. Like, damn.
So like we get it, but we still gonna talk our real shit. We just it's honest shit. It's understanding, which everybody has to understand in this world. Every person is an individual. So when you have these discussions, it shouldn't be until you agree with me, this discussion isn't over. It should be agree to disagree.
And leave it at that.
Also, I have another one for the next podcast. Female told me this before I left work. She was like, where you finna go? I was like, I'm finna go do my podcast. She like, oh, you got a podcast? I was like, yeah, I put you on to it. So I'm finna go do that hoe. She's like, but answer this question on there for me. I said, what's up? Is there such thing as gender equality?
Definitely
That's-
gonna have to hit that. home
That's
that
definitely gonna be on the next one. Y'all gonna have to hit it.
But look,
And when I say, I was like, oh my God, that's such a good question.
See if she wanna come on the
And-
show.
I'm not even gonna give you an explanation. I'm gonna say that for later. But I will see if she wants to get on the show.
But we gonna go ahead and call
I'm
it
gonna
out.
give you my answer right the fuck now. It's no, nigga. There is no such thing as gender equality. Gender equality doesn't exist. But I'm not
Eric-
explaining it to you. We're gonna
Eric,
save
I'm gonna
that
need
for
you
later.
to black that out. Don't put that up.
we're gonna have to come back to that
Hey,
later.
Eric, you can put on a big little screen, you feel me? But like, bro, there's no such thing as gender equality. I stand by that.
But we gonna go ahead and shout out the social medias and things.
Shout out our social.
Go ahead, hit the Frosted Dreamer 1 and 2 times.
Little
for me.
cardiac everywhere it is. You feel me? Little cardiac.
And it is Conscience_King23 on IG. And again, we will reiterate this until y'all do it. Like, comment, and subscribe.
And don't forget to
please
hit that bell.
Turn a little bit
Ding.
on.
And
Not for
we
real,
will-
cause like, bro.
We gonna be dinging that whole motherfucker.
Hey, nah, for real. We gonna be back to back. So don't be like, oh, I missed the episode. You should have
Back
turned your
to back.
no-nos on, my boy.
And let us know if y'all want us to do a couple lives.
Shit.
We'll pop in on YouTube Live, IG Live,
We gonna be there.
and just do it.
Hey,
we gonna be
say.
there. We could do a couple lives.
Imagine, bro. Hey,
We
people
there.
us on IG Live. Feel me? You want to say? If you want to see what I be doing on a daily basis, you won't see what I be doing on a daily basis. But you know,
We'll probably we'll just be chilling at the crib. We'll answer
Nice
some
shit,
we'll answer
man.
some advice questions. I'll probably have my drink in my hand normally like I would.
Cause like you got to think about it, bro. This is the perfect place to get real opinions. Cause you got
And we the same age as y'all.
facts. You got the logical thinker. You got the just sporadic nigga. You know me. You feel me? I'm gonna do what sounds fun at the moment. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the consequences. You know what I'm saying? You got Ross, the vibe laid back. Whatever is going to get you where you just chilling, Ross is gonna get you there.
I'm there.
What is gonna get you having the most fun, I'm gonna get you there. Whatever's gonna have you the most stable, Conscious is gonna get you there.
Best of everything.
We have the best of every world, nigga. Get on board. What are you waiting for?
But I'm gonna go ahead and
It's
let
easy.
Hero, go ahead and drop that track. I worked on a little something for y'all. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to drop it. It's a little song. We gonna call it Summertime. And yeah, we gonna go ahead and sign out on that. We're out.
Shawty wanna fly to Cali, so she can stare at the palm trees. Shawty wanna go to South Beach, talking Miami. I'm gonna fly back home. H-Town born and raised, I'm grown. Yeah.